Hey folks, hope you're doing good today. Hope you're having a good week so far and all that jazz. An unusually wet day here in Portugal today. We don't see the rain very often, but as we're in a severe drought, very welcome indeed. Now we're going to have a bit of a marathon today, a hardcore marathon. I've lined us up 5 bands to check out because I'm in a feeble attempt to try and get through some of the free queue. We're going to get 5 bands on the show today, but these bands all sound dope. They all sound in a similar style: metallic hardcore, hardcore metal, heavy hardcore, whatever you want to call it. These guys rock. This is my bread and butter. This is the stuff I was listening to the most in the early 2000s. Absolutely love this stuff. But I will say I have moved on from it. I do like other styles of music more so now. Because I feel like this music kind of speaks to you at a certain time when you're really angry, when you're really aggressive. I'm not so angry and aggressive nowadays, you can probably tell. A bit more depressed and jaded with the world as you get older. But when you're in your early 20s, anger and aggression is really a great way to push through the hardcore music. That's why I loved it anyway. I was in a bunch of hardcore bands. Today, the first band we're going to check out is called Rot Away. Their track is called Ghost City. We're going to have a marathon, so get ready. Here we go. Chunky music. Proper. That's how you do it, guys. Sounded super dope. Moved in all the right ways. Could hear the bass in the mix, which is something you couldn't always say back in the day. If I'd heard this track back in the day, mid-2000s, would have been one of my favorite tracks ever. And I'd still be talking about it today. That's how good these bands sound nowadays. Compared to the old stuff, they just absolutely kick in the door. Amazing sounds, such thick guitars, amazing drums, great vocals, and the bass as well. Sick. The next band is called Total Recall. The track is called No Light, featuring Diego D.D. CAVALLOTTI. That's a mouthful. Here we go.
Going in my mind.
Jesus, that was so heavy. Bands nowadays are so friggin' heavy. I wish bands had sounded this heavy back in the mid-2000s, because they were playing similar kind of riffs and chugs and everything back then as well. But the guitar tones now and the mixing is so heavy. It's what I wanted hardcore to be. You know, I was always looking for that heavier hardcore band with chunkier guitars, with more punchier drums, because I wanted this sound from the hardcore sound. Man, the kids today don't know how good they've got it with this stuff. Absolutely killer. The next band is called Single Wound. Oh, I wanted to mention as well with that last band, a nice death and deathcore element. Two different kind of death elements in that one. A darker sound to it as well. Very, very nice. The band is called Single Wound that we're going to check out next. It's called Drop the Knife, again featuring Tommy Wood. Here we go.
Under the weight of your hand, upon my chest, keep your hell, take the hell away from me. Turn words, your mischief words, so frustrating as I pull your arrows from my palms. Just watch me pick up the pieces, arms like anchors on the floor. I don't know when to just give up. Now I'm dying behind the door. I've rolled the dice too many times to snake eyes. Now I'm poisoning my mind. Lightning slide by the dagger, freeze my skin till it shatters. Drop the knife last night. I'm fearing for so long now. I won't hold myself back anymore. It's time for a change. Time to tell what's burst for me. Enough is enough, and I'm ready to move forward. Respect, thickness is all I'll ever have. But now I can finally say to my eyes to save me.
Loads of vocals.
Save me.
Man, guitars are just so heavy nowadays.
To my eyes to save me. Is there something out there waiting for me? It's well within my grasp. A sense of me I long to call my own. Oh, do you feel it now? The sun under my skin is burning. It's burning way out.
These bands are ticking all the boxes for me today. Absolutely dope. Great video for that one. That's the kind of video I like. Man, yeah, absolutely dope. Heavy as hell. When a Telecaster can even sound as heavy as that, you know, we've kind of stepped it up from the old days. Man, these bands are just so dope. I liked all the extra vocal in this one as well, featuring Tommy, but also the guitarist had a quick go on there with the vocal. I like to see that. And I like to see, I appreciated the amount of effort that the main vocalist put into his performance as well. You could see he was really feeling it, and he'd really put a lot into his vocal. Very, very cool. The next band is called Born in Dissonance. Their track is called Imposter. Watch out if you're sensitive. Here we go. To hear the bass in all the bands today, and I love to hear that. Couldn't always be said for old hardcore bands that were just all about guitars. That's why you want to hear it. Yeah. Don't miss the breakdown. Love seeing the video of the gigs as well, takes me back. And although I wasn't a windmill spin kicker, used to just love seeing that stuff in the pit as well. Sick, man. These bands are killing it today, ticking all the boxes for me. Thought these guys had a great sound, more of a reverby sound, kind of washed out sound compared to the direct, loud stuff that we've had from the other bands. But that gives it a nice vibe. I like the way the vocal was sat back in the mix more in this one and reverby. Just gives it more of a kind of room soundy, at a gig kind of sound. It works for this kind of music. Really, really nice. Dope band. Very, very cool. The last band we're going to check out today, we've been flying through the bands. Man, I can't believe it's only been 16 minutes, but I've just been absolutely devouring these bands today. The last one is called Defiant. The track is called Forever Gone, and they're going to finish off a really dope day on the channel. Here we go. Every band's come in hard and heavy, no messing about. Love it. Great videos as well from every band.
All these forces against me.
Dope. Great vid. Nice guitar. And we could hear the bass again in the mix, which is super dope. Man, I think I've done all right today with this little marathon, even though we've only gone on 20 minutes. I thought we were going to be like half an hour. We've only gone 20 minutes, but we've had a great blast of 5 dope hardcore metal bands, and I've really liked how each band has had a different metallic edge. They're not all been the same. It's similar with the hardcore stuff, but with the metallic edges, they bring in different stuff. We've had deathy edges, we've had deathcore edges as well, which is different. We've had kind of metallic, metalcore edges, riffy stuff and stuff like that. Massive, big, heavy, chuggy breakdowns in every single band. You could hear the bass in every single band. They've all had a dope tone as well within the mix, which has been super great. I've liked all the vocals, and the vocals make or break these kind of bands. If they haven't got the right aggression in the vocal, or it doesn't sound authentic, like they're just putting it on, they've learned how to do vocal fry, and they're just in a hardcore band. None of them have come across like that, and even in some of the bands, you could really see the passion and that the vocalists have put everything into it. And that's what I want to see from a hardcore vocalist. I was a hardcore vocalist, and I feel from the vocalist particularly, you want to see them releasing their anger, releasing their emotion and aggression, and someone who needs to release that stuff, and they're doing it via a microphone, via a hardcore band, and particularly when they're on stage as well. That is the release of this music. That's the point of this music and the pinnacle of this music. So when you see the vocalist really into it, really feeling it, it makes the whole thing authentic and feel proper and, meaningful. dope. I think we've absolutely killed it today. I've loved all of these bands. Hopefully, we've had some newer stuff and some older stuff, but hopefully when all of these bands put out new videos, they're going to enjoy being on this channel and they'll send their videos straight over here and we'll whip them straight on again. Super dope. Hope you've enjoyed that today. I'm feeling totally jazzed up after listening to these bands. Killer music, my kind of stuff. I haven't been kind of dipping into this hardcore metal for a while now, and I realise I've been missing out because they sound better than ever. I wish they'd sounded this good when I was into it big time, because I would have been into it even harder. Man, kids nowadays don't know how good they got it. Hope you're having a good one, guys. See you tomorrow. Cheers. Bye.